Hello everyone. The topic which we will be learning today is your data handling. In this video, we will be learning about what is data, what all types of data are, and how we can arrange this data in tabular form and in your graphical representation so that it will be more understandable and we can make inferences out of it very easily. So let's start with the topic, that is your data handling. So first of all, let's understand what is data. A set of numerical facts collected with a definite object in view is called data. Suppose we are collecting information about marks scored by students of any of the class. We are collecting information about runs made by any of the batsmen. We are collecting information about rainfall of any of the city. So all these information which we are collecting with a definite object in view, it is known as your data. Raw data, the data which we are recorded in the original form, that means in the form we have collected it randomly we have written it, then such type of data is known as your raw data. Suppose I am saying that these are the marks of 20 students out of 10 in any of the class test in subject math, suppose. So randomly I have taken marks of 20 students. So this is your raw data because this is a data recorded in the original form. In the original form which we have collected, it is your raw data. But if I arrange it in the ascending order or descending order, then it becomes your arrayed data. So what arrayed data is? If data is arranged in ascending order or descending order of their magnitude, then it becomes your arrayed data. Now what frequency is? Frequency is a number which tells us how many times does a particular data appears in the given set of data. Suppose this is a given set of data. In this given set of data, suppose I am saying that how many times your 5 is coming. So 5 is coming 1, 2, 3 times 5 is coming. So frequency for 5 is your 3. How many times 5 is coming? This is shown by the frequency. So frequency is a number which tells us how many times does a particular data, that is your, we are talking about 5 over here. So particular data means your 5 appears in the given set of data. So how many times 5 is coming? 5 is coming 3 times. So the frequency of 5 will be your 3. Now tabulation, the arrangement of data in a systematic form, generally in the form of table, is called tabulation. So this is the random data which we have collected, which is known as your raw data. So it is not easy to understand this data, but if this data will be represented in your tabular form, then it will be very easy to understand what your data want to say, or what the information we want to take it out from your data. So when we are arranging this data in the systematic form, in the form of table, it is known as your tabulation. Now let's understand how we can arrange the given data in the form of table. Suppose this is the information that is of 20 students we have taken, and out of 10 how much marks they have secured, this we have taken. This is the data. Now how we will be arranging this in your tabular form? So first of all, we will be writing your marks. Then we can make the tally marking even. Suppose we have taken your tally marks and then your frequency. Frequency shows how many times a given observation is coming. This is the table we have made. The minimum marks over here, we can see it is your 4. So we will be taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and your 10. These are the marks. So first of all 5 is there, so we will be cutting 5. We will be taking 5. 1 tally mark we have taken over here. 6, so we have taken 1. 9, then it is here 9. 5 again, so 5 here. 7, so 1 line over here. 8, 1 more 8, then 9, then 10, we'll be making a line over here, then 6 is here, 4 is here, then 5, then 7, 2 times 7 is coming, so 2 times 7, then 8, then your 10, then 2 times 9, then 8, and then your 4. Now how many times 4 is coming? Frequency will be 1 and 2. 2 is the frequency. 5 is coming here 3 times. 6 is coming 2 times. 7 is coming 3 times. 8 is coming 4 times. 9 is coming 4 times, and 10 is coming your 2. Total 20 students were there. So sum of the frequency should be 20. We should check it out once. 2, 3, 5, 5, 2, 7, 7 and 3, 10, 10 and 4, 14, 14 and 4, 18 and 2, 20. So total 20 students were there. So the sum of the frequency should be 20. So this is how we can represent the given data in the form of your table. And this is known as your ungrouped frequency distribution table, because we have not made the grouping of it. With individually marks we have taken, we have not taken the group. That's the reason this type of frequency distribution table is known as your ungrouped frequency distribution table. Now suppose this is the given data of your 20 students, and out of 50 how much marks they have secured, this is given in this data. Now how we will be arranging this data in your tabular form? Now here we will be making the groups. So marks, we will be taking class interval. Class interval we have taken, then your tally marks, and then your frequency. This will be the table. Like this we will be making the table. Class interval, the minimum marks over here we can see it is about 20 only. So we can take the class interval from 20 to 30, then your 30 to 40, then your 40 to 50. This could be the class interval. This much is sufficient. Now see the marks. First is 40. So where 40 will come? Because 40 is coming here also and 40 is coming here also. So 40 will be included in this portion where it is starting from. So 40 will be part of your 40 to 50. It will not be the part of 30 to 40. It will be the part of your 40 to 50. Now 43. 43 will even come here. Then 45. It will again come here. 50 will come here. Then in that case 50 will go in the next class interval, because 50 will not be the part of this. 50 will go in the category of your 50 to 60. So it will come here. 33 will come here. 37 will come here. 28 will come under this category. 47, 40 to 50 range. Then 39 will come here. 38 will even come here. Then 42 already 4 are there, so 5th will be like this. Then 41, it will be like here. Then it is 40 will come here only. 39 will come here, already 4 are there, so 5 will be like this. 37 will be here. 36 will again be here. 28 will be here. Then your 29 is again here. Then it is your 50 will be here, and your 49 will be here in this category. Now we can see over here from 20 to 30. In this category we will take the marks which is from starting from 20 and will end at your 29. We will not take 30 over here. 30 will be part of your this 30 to 40 class interval. Similarly, in this class interval, we will be taking from 30 to your 39. 40 will be part of your next class interval. So from 40 to 49 we will take in this class interval. 50 will be part of your next class interval, that is your 50 to 60. Now we can see from 20 to 30 how many students are there? 3. So frequency will be 3 here. 30 to 40 range, it is your 5 and 2, 7. It is 40 to 50, it is your 5, 3, 8. And 50 to 60, it is your 22. It is your 2, so it will be here. So what the total should be? Total should be your 20, because sum of all the students, total number of students is your 20. So it should be your 20. Sum of the frequency should be your 20. So 7 and 3, 10, 10 and 8, 18, 18 and 2 is your 20. So this type of table in which we have taken the class interval, this is known as your grouped frequency distribution table because we have made the grouping over here from 20 to 30, 30 to 40. All these are the groupings is there. So this type of tabular form is known as your grouped frequency distribution table. Now in this class interval, the smaller value is your 20 and the bigger value will be your 30. So 20 is known as your lower class limit. 20 is lower class limit of your 20 to 30 class interval, and 30 will be your upper class interval, upper class limit. Similarly, for the class interval 30 to 40, 30 will be your lower class limit and 40 will be your upper class limit. For individual class interval, now if we'll be talking about your 40 to 50 class interval, in that case 40 will be your lower class limit and 50 will be your upper class limit. So this is how we have arranged this in your grouping. This type of table is known as your grouped frequency distribution table. This is how we can represent the given data in your tabular form. Now let's understand how to represent data graphically. So there are four methods how we can represent the data graphically. First is your pictograph, second is your bar graph, then your double bar graph or the circle graph or your pie chart. So we will be learning how to represent data by all these methods. So first of all, let's understand what pictograph is. Suppose we are having the data, that is number of pens sold from a shop in the various months. In the various months, like in the month of April, from the particular shop 50 pens were sold. In the month of May 45 pens were sold. In the month of June 40 pens were sold, and in the month of July 60 pens were sold. So how we will be representing this information, this data, using your pictograph. So what we will be doing is, first of all, like this, we will be making a table. Here we will be indicating that what the diagram we will be making. For a pen, suppose we are making the figure like this. Suppose like this we are making a pen. So this shows your number of pens as your 10 pens. This is showing your 10 pens, and if we are making half of it like this, then it is showing your 5 pens. This is the demarcation. This is how we will be indicating it. Now, first of all, we will be taking months. In the month of April, then May, then June, then your July. These are the months we have to represent. Now in the month of April, 50 pens were sold. So this picture shows your 10 pens. That means 50 pens will be showed by your 5 such design, 5 such figures. So we'll be making, this is your 1, then this is another 10, this is another 10, this is another 10, and this is another 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this shows that 50 pens were sold in the month of your April. Now in the month of May, 45 pens were sold. So 10, 20, 30, 40, and for 45 we'll be making half of it. This is your 45. So it shows that in the month of May, 45 pens were sold. Now in the month of June, 40 pens were sold. So we will be making it like this: 10, this is your 20, this is your 30, and this is your 40. In the month of July, 60 pens were sold. So for showing 60 pens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and your 60. This shows that 60 pens were sold in the month of July. This is how, using pictograph, we can show the given information. Now let's understand what is your bar graph. In the bar graph, we are making rectangular bars of uniform width. We are representing the data using your bars, and bars will be of rectangular in shape, and they will be having your uniform width they will be having. Although width is not showing anything, that means we can vary the width, means we can take width as your 1 centimeter even, we can take width of the rectangular bar as 2 centimeter even. It is not showing anything in that, but every bar should be of uniform width. Now suppose if we have to represent this data, that is marks obtained by Rahul in the subjects, in various subjects. Like in maths, he has secured 45, in science he has secured 43, in English he has secured 42, Hindi it is 42 again, and social studies he has secured 44. So how we will be representing this data using your bar graph? Now what we will be doing in bar graph, first of all we will be making two perpendicular lines. In the graph paper we will be making two perpendicular lines. This is your horizontal line and this is your vertical line. This is your x we will be representing, this is O and this is your y. This horizontal line is your x-axis, this vertical line is your y-axis. So two perpendicular lines we have taken and these perpendicular lines are intersecting each other at point O. This is the intersection point. This is known as origin. Now on the x-axis we will be taking your subjects and on the y-axis we will be taking your marks. So over here we will be taking your subjects and in y-axis we will be taking your marks obtained by Rahul, or you can say marks only. Marks is denoted on the y-axis and on the x-axis we have taken your subjects. Now the first is your mass, that is your 45. So what we will be taking is, first of all, suppose we have taken 5 here, then it is your 10, then it is 15, it is your 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. At a uniform interval we will be making the demarcations. Over here we have taken 5, then 10, 15. The distance between these should be same because there is a gap of 5 we have taken. So distance between 0 to 5 should be equivalent to 5 to 10. Distance between your 10 to 15, the distance between all these should be equal. Now we will be making rectangular bars. For maths we will be taking 45. 45 means it is your this point. This point is your 45. So we will be making a rectangular bar like this. Using ruler we will be making. Width of all the rectangular bars should be same. The width of all the rectangular bars should be same, and height, its height shows the perimeter. That means whatsoever the data we are showing, that means marks we are showing. So your height of the rectangular bar shows your marks obtained by Rahul, and your width is not showing anything, but still the width of every rectangular bar should be same, and the distance between every rectangular bar should even be same. Now this is marks obtained in your maths, so we will be writing maths over here. So in the maths he has secured 45 marks. Now the next is your science. Science 43. So it will be here, somewhere here, 43. The distance between, whatsoever the distance we have taken from here to here, the same should be your between the first bar and the second bar also. So it will be somewhere here, 43 marks. And width of all the rectangular bars should be same. We will be making it using ruler, so it will be accurate in that case. It is your marks obtained in your science. The next is your English, that is your 42. So distance between all the bars will be same and the width of all the bars will be same. Height is representing your marks obtained. In English it is 42, so it is 42 here. This is your marks obtained in your English. So we will be writing English here. Then Hindi is again 42. So height of this your English and Hindi will be same because marks obtained is same. So height will even be same and width of all the bars will be same. It is your marks obtained in Hindi. Then it comes your SST, that is your 44. So it will be somewhere here. So it is your 44. This is marks obtained in your SST. So this is how, using your bar graph, we can represent your data. Here the data was your marks obtained by any of the student in various subjects. Now what we have done is we have taken x-axis. On the x-axis we have taken subjects. On the y-axis we have taken marks obtained. Now the distance between all these marks should be equal because the distance between 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, they are having the uniform difference they are having. That's the reason the distance between these should even be equal. What we need to take into consideration is that the width of the bars should be equal and distance between these bars should even be equal. Instead of this much of width, we could have taken more width even. We can take rectangular bars of this width even. There is no problem in it because width of the bar is not showing anything. We can take any of the width, but width for every subject it should be same. For every rectangular bar it should be same and the distance between each rectangular bar should even be same. Height of the rectangular bar is showing our data. That means your marks obtained over here. In this case, your data is marks obtained. So height is showing your marks obtained. So this is how we can represent data, and it is very easy to understand that in which subject he has secured highest marks, in which subject he has secured lowest marks. So by seeing your graph, it becomes very easy to understand or make inferences from the data. Now, if we have to represent the data in your double bar graph, so where your double bar graph is being used, double bar graph is being used where we are comparing any two things. That means, suppose we have, your data is your number of boys and girls in various classes. In various classes, how many number of girls are there and how many number of boys are there. If these type of information we have to represent, then we will be representing it through your double bar graph. So how we will be representing it? Again, the same way, we will be taking the perpendicular lines. This is your x, this is your intersection point O, this is your y, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Now, your number of girls and boy, it is somewhere your maximum is your 25. So what we can take is here your 5, it is your 10, then your 15. The distance should be same, 20, 25, and it is 30. Here we are showing, what we are showing over here, classes we are taking. Here we are taking classes. And here we are taking number of boys and girls. Number of boys and girls. Now we will be taking two different type of bars. One bar, suppose we are taking like this. It shows number of boys. And another bar we are taking like this, width will be same. And it shows number of girls. Now for the 5th class we will be taking, girls is your 20. So girls is 20, that means it will be here. This is your number of girls, height will be up to 20. So this is 20. And number of boys is your 25. Number of boys is your 25. So this is how two bars we will be making. This is for your class 5th. This is your 5th class. Now number of girls is denoted by this type of bars. So this will be the showing your number of girls. And this is showing your number of boys. Now taking your 6th class. In 6th class, number of girls is 25. So this is your 25. The distance between the bars should be same. This distance should be same. The width of the bars should be same. Height is representing your data. Whatever the data we are representing, it is shown by your height of the bars. This is 25. In the 6th class, number of girls is 25 and number of boys is 20. So number of boys is your 20. So it will be here. Now number of girls is shown by this type of bars. We have to show over here that what this bar is representing and what this bar is representing. Now for the 7th class, this is your 6th class, so we will be writing over here 6th class. Now for the 7th class, number of girls is 23. Number of girls is your 23. It is somewhere here. We will be using ruler. Precisely we will be making all the things. And number of boys is your 22. It is your 22. So this is showing a number of girls. It is showing a number of boys. It is for your 7th class. Now for the 8th class, number of girls is 21. Number of girls is your 21. Like this will be showing. And number of boys is 24. Number of boys is your 24. Like this, it will be represented. So this is your 8th class. This is how we will be representing the data using your double bar graph. Whenever we have to compare two things, then we will be using your double bar graph. Again, the rectangular bars we will be using. The width of the bars will be same. It could be taken any, but the width of the bars should be same. And the distance between the bars will even be same. Height is representing your data. So this is how we can represent the data using your graphical representation, that is your pictograph, bar graph and double bar graph. Now we will be saying how to represent the data by your pie chart. Now let's understand what is pie chart and how we can represent data using your pie chart. So pie chart shows relationship between a whole and its part. the whole and the part. It is showing the relationship between your whole and its parts. In this whole circle is divided into sector. We are taking the whole circle and we are dividing this whole circle into your sectors, and the size of each sector is proportional to the information it represents. Whatsoever the information the data is representing, the sector, the size of the sector will be directly proportional to that information. Now let's understand using an example. Now out of 24 hours, there is one of the student is there. He is spending 8 hours in sleeping, 6 hours in school, 3 hours for studies, 2 hours in playing, and 5 hours for other work. Now, what is the fraction of the whole day which he is spending in various activities? Now, we know that the total hours in a day will be your 24 hours. Out of this 24 hours, he is spending 8 hours in sleeping. So, what is the fraction of the time which he is spending on sleeping? That will be your 8 upon 24. 8 3s are 24, so 1 upon 3. Whatsoever the total time is there, out of the total time, 1/3 of the time he is spending on your sleeping. Then his school hours is 6 upon 24. 6 4 is 24. That means 1/4 of the time he is spending in school. How much time he is studying? 3 upon 24. 3 8 is 24. So 1 upon 8 time he is spending in your studies. Then playing hours will be your 2. 2 upon 24. That is a fraction is your 1 upon 12. And for others it is your 5 upon 24. So this is the fraction he is spending on various activity. Now if we will be adding all these fractions, its sum will always be 1, because we are finding relationship between the whole and its part. Whole means your 1 and these are parts of it. So if we will be adding all these fractions, 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 12 plus 5 upon 24. So LCM over here will be 24. 3 8 is 24, so 8. 4 6 is 24, so 6. 8 3s are 24, so 3. 12 2s are 24, so it will be 2. 24 1, so over here it is your 5. So if we will add all these, 8 plus 2 will be your 10. 16 16 plus 3 will be your 19, and 19 plus 5 will be your 24 upon 24. That is your 1. That means we have divided, we have found the relation between the whole and its part. This is your whole, the whole day, and these are the parts. This is how we can find its relation. We can convert all the activities into your fraction, and in all the cases your sum of all the fraction will be equivalent to 1, because we have divided the whole into your parts. Now if we have to represent this data, this information in your pie chart, how we will be representing it? We are taking some another example. That is your, suppose any of the person is having total salary of 50,000, and out of this 50,000 he is spending 10,000 on rent, on the education 5,000, on grocery 10,000, entertainment 5,000, savings 10,000, on other activity he is spending your 10,000. So how we will be representing this information on the pie chart? So what we will be doing is, first of all, we will be making a circle of any suitable radius. Any suitable radius we will be taking. Suppose this is the center of the circle. We know at any point, the total angle at any point is your 360 degrees. So with this as the center, we will be making any of the radius. Suppose we have made this as the radius. Suppose this is your O and this is your A. OA is a radius. Now total angle is your 360 degrees. Now what fraction each, what will be the part, what will be the angle, central angle for each and every activity? Now rent, he is spending 10,000. 10,000 out of your 50,000. So it will be your 10,000 divided by your 50,000 multiplied by your 360 degrees. So what will be the central angle for your rent? That will be 10, 5 is 50, 5, 5, 7 is 35, and it is 72 degrees. Now on education, it is your 5,000 divided by your 50,000 multiplied by your 360 degrees. It is 10 times 1010 cancel, 36 degrees. For the grocery, again it is 10,000, so it will be your 72 degrees. Then entertainment, it is 5,000, so it will be your 36 degrees. For 10,000, it will be 72 degrees, and it will even be your 72 degrees. This is how we have converted all these activities into your degrees. Out of 360 degrees, how much degrees each and every activity will be involved in. Now total angle at the center will be your 360 degrees. Out of 360 degrees, which is your total salary. Now what part it is he is spending on rent, that is your 72 degrees. If total is your 360 degrees, so part on rent is your 72 degrees. So what we will be doing is using your protractor, we will be keeping at center the middle line, and your line will coincide your OA. We will be making an angle of 72 degrees. So what we will be doing is we will be making an angle of your 72 degrees. Suppose this is your 72 degrees, right? Suppose this is your point B. This is your central angle, which is 72 degrees, which shows your rent. Now on education, it is 5,000 and angle is your 36 degrees. Now we will be taking OB as the base. We will be taking OB as the base. We will be keeping our line. Like this is the protractor is there, in which there is a middle line is there. This middle line will coincide your O, and this part, this line will coincide on your OB. We will be making an angle of 36 degrees. So we will be making an angle of 36 degrees like this. Central angle we will be making 36 degrees. It is showing your education. Suppose this is your C. Now we will be taking OC as the base and C will be the center. From here, taking OC as the base, we will be making an angle of 72 degrees, which will show the amount spent on your grocery. So again, we will be making an angle of 72 degrees. Suppose this is your 72 degrees. It will be for grocery. Then again an angle of 36 degrees. So we'll be making an angle of 36 degrees. This is on entertainment. Then an angle of 72 degrees. Automatically the remaining will even be your 72 degree only. So this is your savings and this is your others. So this is how we will be representing the information on your pie chart. What we have done is we have taken a circle of convenient of our as per our convenience, we can take the radius of the circle. Then center, with the center we will be making any of the radius. We have taken OA as the radius. First of all, we have converted all the information given into your degrees. Out of 360 degrees, how much degree each and activity will be involved in. Total money was your total salary was 50,000 and money spent on rent is your 10,000. So 10,000 out of 50,000. So we will be doing 10,000 over 50,000, and out of 360 degrees, how much degrees it will have. So multiplied by 360 degrees, that will give you your 72 degrees. That means on rent it will be your 72 degrees. Similarly, education, it is 5,000. So it will be fraction will be your 5,000 divided by 50,000 multiplied by 360 degrees. That will give you 36 degrees. Then on gross rate is 10,000. So it will be 10,000 divided by 50,000 multiplied by 360. So what the central angle will be? All these are your central angle. So these are your central angle. So 72 degree will be the central angle for the grocery. For the entertainment, it will be 5,000 divided by 50,000 multiplied by 360. So central angle will be 36 degrees. Similarly, for others even and saving even, your central angle will be your 72 degree. So we'll be taking any of the radius, and then with this as the center and this as your radius, we will be making, using protractor, we will be making these angles. Automatically your this whole sum of all these angle will be 360 degree only, because 72, 36, 72, 36, 72, 72. If we will be adding all these angles, the sum will be your 360 degrees. This is how we can find the relationship between your whole and your parts. This is the whole circle and these are your parts of it, that is your sectors. This is how we can represent, and size of each sector is directly proportional to your information it represents. Whatsoever the information it is representing, the size of the sector is directly proportional to it. This is how we can represent the given data your graphically, using your pictograph, using your bar graph, double bar graph and your pie chart. Hope it is clear to you. This is all from this chapter for now. Soon we'll be coming with the other videos on other chapters of class 8 maths curriculum. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe it. Thank you.